Hey, 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 hello, friends. It has been a minute. If you're catching a live, hashtag raw live. If you're catching the replay, hashtag Lee replay. I truly do enjoy these lives. And I promised you last month in July during my birthday month that I would be showing up consistently on YouTube, that I'm coming back to YouTube. And now you guys got to hold me accountable. So this is it. I'm starting August. I'm going to start like a new series. So you'll see this mug more often. And if you're new here, comment new. We would love to welcome you here. And so what these series is one thing I've learned being on YouTube for 6+ years, being in the online space for 10+ years, being a nurse for 19+ years is like, I love goals. I love goal setting, but more importantly, what drives me and what fires me up is helping other people, inspiring y'all, making an impact, whether it's small or huge, and just, sharing this positivity and light that I have, that God's given me. Hey girl, how are you, Kelly? It's so great to see you. And if you have been following along on my stories or in my journey, I did have a little bit of huge bump in the road where when I lost mom and and I caring for her, that I truly did lose myself. And it was just really hard for me to come from that space of giving, of loving, of that positivity, when there was just so much going on behind the scenes. And I'm sure you guys saw me through that. You guys understood. And I'm very grateful that you guys were all in my corner trying to help me. Kelly, if you could just do me a favor, is the sound good? Am I coming in clear? I'd rather get that going now before I continue to go on and share with you what I have planned coming up for this month specifically, and then hopefully for the rest of the year. Okay. Or the two people that are on right now. Thank you so much. I love you, girl. Thank you. See, that's why YouTube BFF, right? Since circa, is it 2000 and when did I start going on YouTube? Was it 2018, 2017? Girl, oh my God, it's been a minute. Okay, so again, my plan is to just to share what I've been doing. Honestly, it's a new month. It's August. So if you have any celebrations, you guys know what to do. Go ahead and comment, celebrate. Is it an anniversary? Is it a birthday? Do you have an upcoming, new trip? Is family coming over? Is school starting? I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be huge like that, but maybe it's something you're looking forward to. Maybe it's like a new job. Maybe it's leaving your old job. You guys know, always starts with a lot of positivity here. Okay. And if you're watching a replay, go ahead and comment down below because we love celebration here. So this is what kind of being what I envision for this. This is going to be called my Grow series, GROW, because we're growing together. We're growing life together. And through my grief process it's been over a year since mom's loss. What I've learned is that, like, this is what life looks like. This is what grief looks like. This is what it looks like on the other side of it after losing someone. We do see a lot of the sadness, the emotional pulling of the heartstrings, the loss, the fear of like what we're missing out, not that person's no longer in our life. But now I'm in this space and I don't know how I got here, but I thank God, maybe a little bit of medication, to be honest. I'm in this, what we call like redemption. Like, I'm not going to let my mom's 78 years of life go to waste, and sit in my sadness, sit in like, oh, I wish she was here. Oh, she's missing out on so much. So that's why I'm living my life out so loud, because I think she would be proud of me. And that, life has to keep on living, and using that hardness of what I went through, having to care for her during her final, years, final moments, and ultimately to her final like breath, is that it's given me purpose. And if you've chat with me online, if you chat with me in person, you know my purpose, right? And I need to be more loud about it. Happy birthday, Mama Robin, 67. Amen, sister. Right? Yes, she's always helping me through above. And I just and now that that weight of caring for her, that weight of like, okay, what's next? Is she gonna make it this month? That weight of like, oh gosh, she's in the hospital again. Like, now that this is her gift to me, that's lifted, I can see clearly now. That's one of the gifts. I'm choosing to see it as a gift that she's given to me in her passing. And so my overall goal is to outlive my mom. She lived to 78 years old. Actually, we celebrated her 78th birthday in the hospital, and she passed 4 days after. And now I see this. I see this vision of like longevity. Like, what can I do now in my 40s so that I can live and do these things uh, and outlive her, right? So that is like my main why, right? So that's why you've seen me during my health journey. I was beginning of the year, I shared with you I want to lose the 25 pounds that I gained while caring for her, and I'm happy to say I'm down 24 pounds. I did have several tools in my pocket. Okay, I did use a weight loss agent, but not only that, but I hired a trainer because muscle is longevity. Okay, and as you guys know, as we get older, the flexibility, the mobility, muscle that slowly goes away. And so I am committed to moving my body every day. And so I can say that I can honestly, I've been doing that every day since I started this like health journey. You guys see me struggle in the beginning, but now I've been committed since August 28th. My mom's birthday was August 27th, and I timestamped that moment, August 28th, that this is when I said I'm taking it back. And then May 1st, on her anniversary, 1 year anniversary date, that's when I joined a gym, which I did not like, and I hired a physical trainer. Again, I'm using that, the negativity or the loss and something sad of a moment, and putting a positive timestamp on that, right? Nancy, how are you? Thank you so friends. Nancy, your package is on the way, okay? And I know you like it. Let me know when you get it, okay? And so so during Sunday reset, this is what we're going to be doing. Is we're going to talk about goals. On Wednesdays, I'll come and check in to see how that's going, whether for us, for me. And then on Fridays, we're just going to wrap it up. Like, what did we learn? Because that's what I'm doing out loud, is I'm stumbling through life like this, and along the way, I get some wins. Along the way, I get some losses. But the point is that we keep going, okay? Because we're only here like a short span of time. I mean, if you think about it, if I, with my mom, for example, she had 78 summers, 78 winters, 78 birthdays, 78 falls, 78 springs. And so I just, now I'm on circa year 44. And so it's just, we have to use this time wisely, right? So for my goals, I'm going to share my goals, okay, with you. Feel free to share your goals in the comments. Oh yeah, feel free to give this video a like. I'm rusty, guys. Give this video a like. If you are subscribed in my if you're joined my channel, I'm actually going to be sharing more behind the scenes for you guys, like videos, like along the way. Okay. So this week's goals, it's August, so it's a lot of back to school. Okay. So we are about to go camping right now in in about an hour. So this is like our last hurrah before the school starts. So for this week goal, I want to continue to be able to move my body for at least 30 minutes, okay, every day. I already went for a walk this morning, so I'm out from the shower. And then so I want to keep that consistent, right? Also, one of my goals for this week is to at least do some lifting twice a week. Okay, now I do have a personal trainer who I'll see her Wednesday and Friday. So I think my goal for this week is to actually add one more, because the goal is to do some weightlifting at least 3 to 4 times a week. Okay, as I get older and these things become more consistent. That's my goal. Okay, share your goal, girls. Okay, ladies. And then also when it comes to my business, I do want to celebrate. Not only did I lose 25 pounds in the process. This July has been my biggest earnings, $7,743 to be exact. I am still speechless, and I still have not like celebrated out loud, because my mind is blown, because I never thought I would see that coming my way. And I've never, in the 10 years in the online space, I think like I've never seen all that amount all at once, so it's a huge thing for me, all because of Kangen water. That's like the first thing I did to regain back my health. And now I'm using it as a vehicle to reach my legacy goals. Because my biggest goal is that in a year, in August of 2026, my oldest daughter will be starting high school. She is going to a private high school because she goes to a private elementary school, and my goal is to write that tuition, which is roughly $25,000. Welcome to Northern California. Right up front. Like that's my goal. And why? I don't know, because it's sassy, it's extra, it's what drives me. And like that's a real flex. That's bold enough for me to say. And I want to be able to do that. So this week, I want to be able to, how much money do I have to put aside every month so that I can write that check in August of 2026? Okay. So those are the goals are for this week. In addition to with the business with the Kangen Water, Angela, she's one of my girls. She started in February. She made 5 sales this or last July in July last month, and that's contributed to that 7,700 paycheck. And so I'm going to help her and the people that she's bringing on in to launch, to onboard them, because they also have a vision in terms of using this as a tool, like a 5-year plan. I'm not talking about like a hobby. This is our 5-year plan where we want to make her son's going to the same school as my daughter, and she has the same vision of putting that $25,000 check, and then throw in a couple $1,000s towards their favorite organization. You know what I mean? Like we're making like a big impact. So this is our 5-year plan. This is my retirement plan. This is my legacy plan that I'm doing with Enagic. Just to let you know, and I'm being more out loud. Okay. So that's a little bit of a recap in terms of goals. Again, share with me your goals, my friends, down below. When they say level up in business, they mean it. Amen, sister. Right? I mean it. Like, and just leveling up in life. And I want to share this side of grief because, like, I want to reframe it. I want to do a positive twist. Like for me personally, I do still have my moments. Like yesterday, one of my cousins. To be honest, we lost my cousin to cancer. My cousin through marriage, but he was. We called him Uncle Elvis because he would do Elvis impersonations, and he lost his battle with cancer, and it just to see and relive like the viewing, seeing my cousin cry, of course that brought back some old feelings. They did a slideshow and there was a picture of my mom and him. Like that, I tried to hold back my tears because I'm being present for them, and but that did bring a freaking tear, or like 16 tears to my eyes, because it's like, man, that picture was taken what, a year and a half ago, and now both of them are like, up there, so like when I have those moments, see, it's coming to me, like, yeah, it's sad because they're not physically here, and then your heart goes there, and that's okay. A lot of things I've been doing is going like, God, what do you have willed for me today? If you want my emotions to go that way, I'll go that way. Or are you directing me somewhere else today? So yes, I do still have my moments, but then I sit in it, but I don't stay in it. Okay. In a healthy way. Because now like my mission and my drive is even bigger and bolder, like, okay, you guys are watching over us. I always like to tease, like, okay, I'm going to give you a show. Mom, I'm going to give you a show, right? I look for her every day during my everyday task. And I think that also helps too. So that's how I process grief. That's how I'm processing. And every time I move my body, I think of her. I think of what I'm doing to my heart. Every time I drink this water, this healing water, I think about like all the badness it's tackling in my body and flushing it out. Every time I send a video about the water, I it's in her honor, and I think about, oh my God, maybe this person, or I'm one person away. Maybe this person might connect me to someone who's going to help me, you know, make an impact on my kid's life, right? Because I'm making that tuition check, right? So yeah, that's how I'm refraining in terms of what it is. So I guess my biggest takeaway with July, it being my 40, I celebrated my birthday. I'm down 25 pounds. I hit a record goal of 7,700 earnings commission check. Is that you simply need to start. I know it's super silly. It might be so like fundamental. You just have to start. And that's, for some people, it's the hardest, right? For me, it was walking through those doors at my gym and saying, okay, I'm going to do this. I am not a gym person. I hated the gym. And now I love it. And I'm making connections. I'm building a community because I see what it does. I see this 78-year-old man doing bicep curls in the corner. I choose to see that because that's where my goal is, right? To outlive my mom. Yeah, there are other things. Of course, there's the influencers and the cuteness and like, the teeny boppers, and like that's their season. That's great, because at least they're starting earlier than I did. Like I was not even talking about fitness when I was 27 years old or whatever hell they are. But I choose to focus on the couple that comes in at 5:30 a.m. to do their workout and then go off and do their job, because that's what I do. Is I go do my 7 o'clock gym session with my personal trainer, and then I go off do my nursing job. So you simply have to start. And when it comes to consistency, I know a lot of people struggle with this. I do sometimes, but for some reason, I'm also good at it as well. A tip for me is I gamify it. I make it a game. We all love games. You guys came on this channel. Some of you played games with me. I make it a game because that's how it's fun, right? I learned an example before, like, with coffee. You don't say, I'm consistent with coffee every morning, because I know most of you guys have a coffee every day, right? Right. I don't say, I'm Rochelle and I'm consistent with coffee, but the reason why we're consistent with it, whether coffee or tea, whatever that is, for me, it's my protein shake. It's because it brings us delight. Where consistency in working out, consistency in our business is more of a discipline, right? So if you bring delight into it by gamifying it, by bringing a game to it, yes, you'll be consistent, right? So for me, again, or you can connect a habit with a habit. Again, these are some tips to help you with being consistent. When I do my daily walks, I'm talking to God and I'm talking to my mom. Right? If I miss a walk, I feel like I'm missing my time with my mom, to be honest. Like, so with this weightlifting, we'll see. I need to figure out like something on how I can gamify it. With my business, I'm about to launch my referral program. So if you're trying to earn $1,000 this month, you don't have to join anything. You don't have to sign up with my business. You earn $200, right? And I'll Venmo you, Zelle you, whatever it is. I'm gamifying it. Okay, again. So if you want more information, comment me down below. I'll connect with you. So it's total, no strings attached. I'm going to share with you. It's kind of like a referral program, to be honest. And every time you bring in somebody, boom, I'll just, direct deposit into your account. Okay. So that's how I'm gamifying business, right? So again, gamify it, right? Make it fun. And now I got to figure out how I'm going to do that with my weights. Again, that might be like with lifting weights. I just need one session today or this week. So I will see you on Wednesday where we'll recap. Let us know what your goals are, so we can recap and circle back on Wednesday and Friday, right? So if you just simply comment down below what your goal is. Also, if you want to connect with me even further, there's a form down below. If you want more information about referral, comment me, like I said, and then I'll connect with you. Or if you want to know about my weight loss journey or my water business, there's also that form below that you know what? Let me just share it also in the comments as well. So that again, I try to keep things simple for you guys, right? Boom. In the meantime, I'm gonna go pack. It was so good to reconnect with you guys. I can't believe it's only 19 minutes. I used to do this for an hour. But I will. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Me and my ex girl. Another big thing in July. My brother joined me in business. This month is my 1 year anniversary with Enagic Kangen water, and it only took him 11 months, but that's okay. Because his best friend Angela, she joined me in February, and it's just like when you're in the room, you're in the circle. I love his quote. He said, like, Kangen water is like the Louis Vuitton for your health. Because he sees it, she sees her glowing. I use 6.0 on my skin. So I'm just loving how it's looking. I feel like in terms of like, I know I'm nourishing my body when it comes to this. Again, I got to beat 78, right? 78. That leaves me what? 78 minus 44. I got to do some math, guys. 78 minus 40. 34 years. That's going to go by fast. We all know that. But not only that, not fast in a sense of like, I got to go to college, go to school, meet my significant other, have the kids, have the house, the dog, and the home and the car. But those 34 years, they're going to probably be tough because my body's naturally going to be declining. I'm going to get slower. I'm hoping, knock on wood, that my health longevity, like I don't have any health conditions at the moment, and I don't want to. That's another long-term goal of mine is I don't want to be on any medication, unless it's like a thyroid or something that I need to thrive. But I don't want to rely on these band-aids. Like I want to keep moving. I don't want any injuries. Just yesterday, my cousin, I don't know, she was asking for Motrin because she did something because she pulled her back, and it's just like these daily activities that we do, all of a sudden they cause injuries. I'm like, nope. So those 34 years, yeah, they're going to go by, but they're also going to be a little bit of a challenge too. So I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Okay. So every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday, come back here. Make sure your notifications on. Give this video a big like. Let's get it to, can we get 10 likes? Again, we're starting from zero. It's been a minute, but your girl is back, and I'm so excited to be reconnected with you and just help you grow, right, to your next level. Till then, give this video a big like, check out these other videos, and I'll see you in the next video. Ta-ta for now. Bye.